working on.
Well, I'm impressed. I had no idea how much work they'd put into this.
Well, I have to confess, it's better than I'd anticipated.
That's going to be one tough act to follow. Can we really measure up?
Nonsense.
Now I'm not so sure. Are people really going to be into our songs after seeing a performance like that?
We've been playing Final Fantasy 14. Doesn't surprise me.
Come on, don't start getting all wishy-washy on me now. If your rehearsals are anything to go by, you're gonna bring down the house.
You really think so?
She's right. We'll be fine.
Our concert packs more than enough impact. Don't overthink this too much. You just gotta believe.
I actually just got back into 14 myself.
This is no time to start doubting ourselves.
What more can we give than our best?
Well, hopefully, all those practice sessions help us get it right when we're in the spotlight. As soon as Class 1 clears out their set and props, we need to start setting everything up.
Roger.
True.
I'm so excited I could explode!
Please don't.
We're coming in, okay?
Toa? George? Here to give a little comfort to the weary soldiers fighting the good fight?
I'll let you be the judge of that.
Actually, we have a special guest who insisted on seeing you.
If I was a betting man, I'd say that'd be Angie. Yep.
Huh?
There she is.
Angelica?
Wow. Clean up.
Looks like I made it just in time for the main event.
Nice meeting an fellow gamer of 14. True.
Kinda disappointed I missed the operetta, though. Heard Class 1 was really on fire.
I cannot get over how dolled up she is. Considering the jumpsuit and belt,
Just
quite
barely.
quite a contrast.
But man, when did you get to be such a babe?
Well, a good suit and tie are more to my taste. But this was part of the deal I made with my dad to let me come.
Oh.
He said I could visit the festival if I agreed to meet a few prospective candidates for an arranged marriage.
Naturally.
So, here I am, dress and all. You better get a good look now. Who knows when I'll wear something like this again.
Play Lalafell? Lol.
Well, if that's your aim, you're certainly dressed for victory.
Yeah, but I think it might draw your charm a little too well.
What does that mean?
Most normal people would take one look at you and think you're
Oh.
completely out of their league.
Oh, fair enough.
You do look lovely, though.
Thanks, but honestly, I've got nothing on the rest of you fair maidens.
Angelica!
Nothing like the pure, fresh scent of a woman.
I need an adult.
All I've had to look at since going back home is my dad's grumpy old face. I'm in heaven right now.
Alright, you can tone down the perviness a little bit, would ya?
Good grief.
Well, I suppose some things never change.
Come
That's
on,
true.
Angie.
All right, I've got my fix. Time to move on to my little ladies. Ah, so warm, so soft.
Oh my.
That tickles! I should have seen this coming.
Angie, don't get too carried away now.
What race? Right now I'm
You
just playing
do
human.
know they could file a sexual harassment claim, right?
It's good to have her back.
I'm so glad she managed to make it after all.
Looks like the winds are favoring us today.
I'm looking forward to your concert. From what I hear, you've got quite the show in store for all of us. Don't go getting yourselves too wound up. Just remember what you practice, put your all into it, and I'm sure the audience will be right there along with you.
She sounds like she's been there the whole
Yeah.
time.
It's your time to shine. Go on and have the time of your lives, guys.
Good luck out there.
That's good.
I think I might change though. I've got my friends are pressuring me to play
Thank you
Raw.
for your patience, everyone. Next, our
Sure thing.
Academy's very first Class 7 is proud to present a concert.
feel like that just got turned into a rhythm game. Although... Ah, nice. Good use of pyro right there. Oh, I forgot to take off the bunny ears. I didn't realize it'd be in the cutscene too. Oh well.
To the end of Class 7's performance. Thank you all for coming out.
Oh, must have really took down the house.
What?
Ladies and gents, you've been a wonderful crowd.
Uh-oh, Crow, what have you done?
And we've heard your cheers loud and clear. So without further ado, I give you our third and final song.
Song. Oh, it's from Sky? Oh, nice. It's a nice song. End credits, gotcha. It has this that kind of quality to it. It's not bad.
Everyone, join in!
It's a love song. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like a love song. Of course, we got the familiar nearby, as always. Oh, Misty's here. People on YouTube did English cover. Oh, nice. I bet it turned out well. It looks like that's about that. Another festival in the books, I guess. Everyone's worn out.
I'm exhausted.
I'm hungry. I can't feel my feet. I guess that qualifies as a success then, right?
Well, the crowd sure seemed pretty enthusiastic.
All that
As
matters.
if I had the mental energy to care about what the crowd thought.
I suppose that's the difference between professional musicians and amateurs like us.
I don't think you guys need to worry. We did just fine.
Yep.
I'll say, the audience's reaction to our encore piece was even better than I'd hoped for.
I guess your plan paid off then.
A sorry sight you lot are.
Shut up, Patrick. I come to admit your surrender.
Oh, it's you.
So unimpressed.
Honestly, this is what bothers me so much about this class. I know you're tired. We're all tired. But that doesn't excuse this level of indolence.
What concern is it of yours?
At least you could let us bask in the afterglow of our performance before the moment fades.
Seriously,
Still,
stop,
I
man.
gotta hand it to you guys. You really pulled out all the stops for that operetta.
Standard to have bonfires and festivals.
It was
Yeah, that makes
really
sense.
something. You could take that act to the theater and perform to a sold-out crowd.
Great casting, too. Paris fit her role to a T.
I wasn't sure what to expect, but I really enjoyed it.
You did? Well, I can't say I'm surprised, though. Given the raw level of
Drop
talent
the
on
facade.
display, who'd expect anything less than perfection? Wait, are you mocking me? If you're all languid and moping around, how do you think we feel? Show a little dignity at least.
You mean that stuff you don't have?
What are you going on about?
Aha! We did it, didn't we?
Pulling that third song out of nowhere is hardly what I'd call fair play.
That's how rock concerts do,
You
bro.
even had me singing along. I can't even consider our little wager still valid after that.
Don't be a sore loser.
Good day.
So, all of that hot air, and he basically said nothing.
What was that all about?
I'm not even sure. It didn't seem like he came here just to thumb his nose at us.
Congrats, everyone!
Was
You
he
did
supposed to try and encourage us somehow? I don't even know.
Huh? What brings you all here?
Is something wrong?
You guys are so worn down, you totally forgot, didn't you?
Remember a certain little poll where festival attendees get to vote on their favorite attraction? Well, the results are in.
Oh,
Sad they forgot.
now that
Yeah,
you
true.
mention it.
We were so busy, I completely forgot about that.
So wait, did we...
They just finished counting up all the votes from the students and the visitors. Good numbers all around, but classes 1 and 7 were the clear favorites.
And this year's winner, with 1,512 votes, is Class 7's concert.
Oh,
Huh. Congrats, guys.
Well, at least that's over.
Come on, at least be a little more excited y'all won.
Oh, come on, is that it?
Crow's got the right idea.
all
Thank
the
you, Crow.
enthusiasm you can muster?
Well, after seeing all the other attractions for myself, I feel almost as proud of the other classes as I do us.
For what it's worth, my brother and Charles seem to have had a great time.
Mishy Panic was an unsung gem.
Now that it's over, it feels a little unsportsmanlike for us to be the only ones boasting about our achievements.
Alright, that's her point.
If anything, seeing everyone having a good time feels like a victory for the whole academy.
Yep, every student should feel proud about these last 2 days.
Anyway, I'm here to shake you dust potatoes out of your listless post-festival comas.
Oh, now what crazy
Or
summon she
have
got.
you forgotten that we still have the
Oh.
after party to enjoy?
That's better.
Oh yeah, there's that.
I totally forgot.
Yep.
It's a tradition to close out the festival with a big party for the students, their friends, and their families.
There's gonna be bonfires, right? And dancing?
Well, don't just sit there. Everyone's waiting for you.
Everyone's waiting?
All the bonfires are set up too, so just make your way over whenever you're ready.
You watch Twitch on the PC, PS4, and phone. Oh, nice.
Okay, I think we can muster up the energy for one last event today. What do you say we head on over and enjoy the party?
Right. Woo! Party time!
Millium doesn't stop. I thought Millium couldn't feel her feet. But yeah, no, I'm on pretty much throughout the night at some point, overnight. So you're always welcome to join. Oh yeah, definitely safe. Where are you from? What part of the world are you in right now?
Oh.
You have Twitch app on PS4. Yep. True story. Light them up. You live in the US? Oh, cool. East Coast or West Coast?
Oh, Mother and Grandfather are still here.
My dad, too.
And my brother, though I can't imagine why.
East. Oh, cool. North side or south side?
Elliot, Crow. I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us.
You mean for the concert?
What brought that on? You got so serious there, I was getting kind of scared.
It's just that our performance today never would have been possible without the two of you guiding it along.
That's true. They make a hella
I
team.
wanted to make sure that you knew how much I appreciate you doing that.
Damn, man. Is making people feel awkward a hobby of yours or something?
Oh, it's no big deal. Besides, it was a real team effort. Everyone played a part. I mean, look at you.
Okay,
You were a
nice.
fountain of good advice through this whole thing. And honestly, I should be the one thanking everyone.
Huh?
You all helped me rediscover just how much music means to
That's
me.
cool.
Because it's not just about performing by myself. It's about performing together, playing off each other's strengths to make something wonderful. So I should be the one thanking you. This never would have happened if I didn't come to this academy.
Elliot.
Holy hell, are you guys trying to see who can make me cringe the hardest?
Elliot, my boy! Your father's arms are ready and waiting for you to leap into them!
Does he always have to say that stuff so loudly?
Yes.
Sorry, I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, later.
Yeah, when he was being described, he seems kind of like a harsh guy, but
This year's festival's been
kind
a
of cold too.
blast. I'm kind of hoping we can do the same thing next year, too. Though, who knows if Class 7 is even going to exist next year?
Who knows?
Crow?
Oh, yeah. Generally, people stay in the same class from their first day to their graduation, but Class 7's basically one giant exception to everything the school's ever done, so who knows?
I guess that has its pluses and its minuses.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's not going to be the same. We won't have you.
Aww.
If I manage to graduate, at least. Barring any nasty surprises, I'll be in Class 7 till the end of the month. Which means our time as classmates is almost up.
Now that you mention it, yeah. We'll have to see if we can throw you a farewell party around the end of the month then. Can't let you off easy.
Come on, it's no big deal. Trust me, you're still gonna see more than enough of me next year. Sure, I'll have moved out of the dorms, but I'll be sure to stop by once a week to steal some of Sharon's cooking.
She'd be happy to let you too.
You better. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to have to call you Mr. Armbrust or anything after you graduate, am I? I mean, we've spent so much time together that treating you like a proper adult just wouldn't feel right.
Of course not. And if I ever catch you calling me Mr. Armbrust again, I'm gonna smack you. Oh, yeah. Guess it's about time I gave you this back.
The mirror?
Isn't this...
That was a long time ago.
I completely forgot about it. You've done so much for me since then. Saving Elise, helping with the concert.
Trying to sleep, but not able to, so you're watching Twitch.
Compared
Cool.
to all
Do
that, 50 Mira is nothing.
The feeling's mutual. Besides, I never return the mirror that I borrow. Makes that coin extra special. So go on, take it.
Oh, by the way, you know there was interest on this, right? How much do you suppose you really owe me after half a year?
Nice. Well done, Rean.
Oh man, what kind of racket are you running here anyway? I thought you were supposed to be a good kid.
Even us good kids got a little bit of a nasty streak.
Well, there's this one second year who's taught me a thing or two about making money. To be honest, it feels kind of lonely to think that everything between us is completely settled and done with. So, what do you say? You still owe me?
I swear, the things I do for love. All right, you'll get your stupid interest someday. Maybe.
We'll see.
Alfred, I am drawn to the party before us like a moth to a flame, like a starving man to a banquet, like beauty to me. What say you we grace the dancers with the gift of our company?
It's as though you read my mind.
Royals.
Come now, don't waste your time watching. It's time to dance.
No need to worry about formalities tonight. Let's all relax, enjoy ourselves, and maybe let a few secrets slip.
Yeah. Kids these days.
Allow me, Sharon, before every red-blooded boy in this school lines up for a chance.
It would be my honor.
Madam Chairman, might I have this dance?
Of course. Given that our former partners left the dance all too soon, we seem to make for an appropriate pair.
I suppose you're right.
That was a little dark.
Instructor, I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for my daughter.
Matthew Mercer did the voice for Oliver and George? Really? That's why it sounds familiar. What about, who did Rean? Because George sounds like Rean too. Was that also Matthew
ask
Mercer?
you for the pleasure of this dance.
Really? Ooh, he's just my type, too. Oh, just talking to myself.
Well, I'll be dancing with all my little kittens by the end of the night. But I suppose I can let you take the first dance.
Well, I don't mind. But seeing you in that dress is enough to make any guy feel intimidated.
They waste no time, do they?
Rean with someone else. Okay.
It's no surprise that my grandfather made a beeline for Sharon, but I never expected to see Mother dancing.
Yeah, that's weird
In some
coming
ways,
from her.
it seems as though they're younger than we are.
Looks like everyone's having fun, though. Shall we join them?
No?
You've given me more than enough of your time already today. Between showing me around and your incredible concert, You must be exhausted.
Yeah, tapping on the phone is a pain.
And besides, I'm sure there's someone else you'd rather dance with here. Why not ask them instead?
Someone else. I can dance with you. That sounds hilarious. I wonder why only them. Maybe because, oh, I bet it's link level. They must. No, that doesn't make sense if that's the case, because just before we finished the battle with the Shadow, I perfected my my link with Elliot too. Although, because link level, yeah, okay. Oh, but I guess because he got called away from.
I knew it. So, I have a potential sister-in-law now, do I?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, maybe you're right. Maybe I will go ask her. I do feel kind of bad leaving you here on your own, though.
I'm fine, really. Besides, if you spend all this time worrying about me, the music will be over by the time you ask.
Yeah, I picked Elisa too on my first playthrough.
Well, okay.
Yeah, because obviously it's, and that's something that I actually kind of like that they did it that way, is because they obviously, it makes the most sense.
Such
like
an idiot.
The game, you know, is trying to shift the two.
Oh, Elise.
But you can pick who you want.
Your Highness? The generally accepted strategy here would be to keep his eyes on you, not push him toward another girl's tender embrace. If you were to only gather the courage to ask him, I'm certain that he would be more than accommodating. It's fine. I'm fine, honestly.
You like Lisa? Yeah, I do too.
Emma.
I like him at 2 though.
Oh, Rean.
I wasn't expecting to find you here.
Oh, well, I wanted to get away from all the excitement for a little while. How's your sister?
She's just fine. Actually, she was the one who encouraged me to see you. This might not be the right time since you're trying to rest, but would you dance with me?
What? Me? I couldn't possibly. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people you'd rather dance with, or who are better dancers.
Definitely not. But should I take that as a no?
You should take it as an I'd love to.
Whew, that's a relief. Shall we? Everyone's still having fun.
It makes sense. This festival is practically the culmination of everything we've done since the start of the year. I'm sure
True.
everyone has plenty of things they want to talk about with each other.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
I'm really sorry. I feel like I've done nothing but keep secrets from all of you since we first met.
You don't need to apologize for that. It's not like you were doing it to hurt or trick us or anything, right?
Of course not. But I still feel so guilty about having to do it. Even though we've spent so much time together, I feel like I'm not really one of you. I don't
Aww.
belong here.
Terrible.
That's not true. You do belong here. You're an important part of our class, and every one of us cares about you.
Really?
Everybody has their secrets. You don't need to share every little detail of your life for someone to understand you. But if you ever feel like your secrets are too heavy to handle alone, I'm always willing to listen. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll be there, ready to accept it, and whatever it might mean about you.
Rean, I'm sure that someday I'll be able to tell you the truth. So, will you be willing to hold on until then?
No matter how long it takes.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Sling's looking on. I'm not sure if she approves. She doesn't seem to like me very much.
After that,
Magic
I
moment.
went back
Trophy
to see
unlocked.
Elise.
I haven't unlocked a trophy in a while.
But by then,
I
that
forgot I could
memorable
still
evening
do
was
it.
approaching its end.
Rean? Elise?
Claire?
Good evening, Captain. You must be exhausted.
Oh, well, it's not as though I performed on stage in front of an auditorium full of people or anything. I really enjoyed your concert, by the way. That's the kind of thing that makes me proud to be an alumnus.
Oh.
Wait, what? You're a student here?
That's right. I was part of the Academy's 216th graduating class. And since you'll be part of its 221st, I suppose that makes me 5 years your senior.
5 years, huh? Is that picture of the Sling in her second form?
I had no idea.
Oh, well, I don't know if I saw it. If I did, I probably didn't know.
Why didn't you mention it until just now?
Given that we only ever met while you were on your field studies, it didn't seem pertinent.
That's fair.
Besides, once people graduate, they tend to leave their ties to their school behind.
That's also
Especially
true.
here at Thor's.
Oh, I wonder why.
Because it's a military academy?
Exactly. Roughly 40% of the graduates here go on to join the military.
Okay.
Not always the same branch or even the same army. About 30% join the Imperial Army, and 10% go to a provincial force. Students who are best friends one day might find themselves enemies the next.
Alright, that's true enough.
Rean.
That's not a very fun thought.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your happy mood like this. But I'm sure you're well aware of what may lie ahead. That we're teetering on the brink of an era of upheaval.
Yeah, just like it real. I keep saying it, but it's true. I feel like a Stark at winter, or a Stark during the summertime, insisting winter is coming, and yet there's not a
Does this
leaf
have
on the
something
ground.
to do with the issues in Crossbell I've been hearing about?
Yes, amongst other things. It seems as though everyone on the continent is ready to go to war with everyone else.
It's just people are eager to fight.
That's why it's so important that we're able to stand strong
This is
no
how
matter
in
what
this game.
happens.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Though, judging by how well Class 7 has performed on their field studies, I'm sure you'll all be fine in that regard.
I wonder if the dialogue changes if you don't do well. Like if you ignore all the side quests and just go straight for the story missions. I wonder.
Here's hoping that I get the chance to help you out again sometime.
And hopefully we don't end up on opposing
Even if I'll
sides.
have to be careful not to draw the ire of that instructor of yours while I'm doing so.
Don't worry about
Just
it.
glad to know that you have her back. Thank you for that.
You're quite well.
And
Please, excuse me a moment.
duty never stops.
Yes, Revelt speaking. Mm-hmm. What?
What's going on?
And you're certain of
Nothing
this?
good.
Understood. I'll return at once.
Wasn't surprised how Pussy was.
Yes.
I was.
I will escort them back to Valflame Palace myself.
I mean, it makes sense when you
I'm afraid I have
when
to
you think
excuse
about
myself.
it, but I totally didn't see it coming. And I should have too. That's the worst part. Because I figured C, each letter that their terrace name is the beginning of each letter of their normal name.
I'm
We got a
really
problem.
sorry, Elise. My brothers requested that we return to Heimdall right away, but as we're going back by car, I thought I'd offer you a ride home. But
Elise,
Go.
I think you should go back with them for now. I'll call you later to make sure you're okay.
Well, all right.
Sorry to drop this on you so quickly, Rean. I'm sure someone from the Academy will fill you in shortly.
Fill me in? On what?
If you'll excuse us.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Don't worry. We'll be sure to get Elise back to the Academy safely.
Dang it, Star.
Rean!
Does anyone have any idea what's going on?
I'm afraid not. I've never seen Father behave like that before.
My mother's the same way. She got a message of some kind and just changed.
Ditto my father. I think it was someone from Heimdall who got in touch with him.
One thing is certain. Something terrible has happened.
My dad turned pale and was gone before I could ask what happened. It sounded like he received a report from Instructor Neidhart, though.
Hold on. Neidhart's supposed to be... He was at Corellia Fortress with the 4th Armored Division on some sort of mission, right?
Speaking of which, has anyone seen Toa or Instructor Sarah?
Now that you mention it, they're both notably absent. Well, after the dance, anyway.
Students and visitors, I cannot thank you enough for your attendance today. I hereby proclaim the 127th Thor's Military Academy Festival complete. But I am afraid I must announce this with a heavy heart, as we have just received word from the Imperial government that this evening, Corellia Fortress, which rests on the eastern border of the Empire, has been destroyed. No, destruction is an inadequate word. An unknown weapon has erased the fortress in its entirety from existence.
Damn. I don't remember the fortress being
All of our
destroyed.
guests, from that region or otherwise, please try to remain calm.
Well, looks like they're not coming back for number 2 then. That's terrible. So we had Neidhart. And Vander was there too. Days following, tension gripped the nation like never before. Photo of the gaping chasm left where Corellia Fortress once stood made Imperial Chronicles front page. And the sight of the aftermath was enough to fill the citizens with a sense of inescapable dread. All the while, unconfirmed reports that several armored divisions had attempted to invade Crossbow had begun to spread. And in every one of those reports, the message was the same. They'd been repelled almost effortlessly. Erebonia was starting to feel the effects of the IBC's asset freeze too, and things didn't look good for the economy. As things stood, it was only a matter of time before we faced a spike in corporate bankruptcies and record unemployment. Faced with this crisis, the Imperial government and the officials in Heimdall began working to remedy the situation. Rumors were also spreading that Erebonia's longtime enemy, the Calvert Republic, had thrown its weight behind Crossbow. Well, that would make sense. And with the fortress that once served to safeguard the Empire gone, many speculated that an invasion force was only a matter of time. So I want to play the Crossbow. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I've been told, some of my other viewers have compared this franchise to the MCU, and the Trials of Cold Steel would serve as the endgame.
I can't take this anymore. Where is she? Homeroom was supposed to start ages ago.
Calm down, Marcus. With everything that's going on, it's not hard to understand why she'd be delayed.
I'm not surprised she's late. The
Yeah.
instructors are probably all busy trying to figure out what to do.
That seems more than likely. This morning's meeting has already blown past its normal ending time.
It's still hard for me to believe all of this is really happening. Having been there, the idea that Garrelia Fortress just vanished is difficult to comprehend.
Not all of it, I heard. There are still some parts left and almost untouched. But Instructor Neidhart making it out of there alive was nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, Neidhart did make it out of there. Good.
Those
What
huge
about Vander?
railway guns were part of the section that's gone too.
Well, that might be for the best,
If I
though.
hadn't seen the pictures, it'd be kind of hard to believe.
What kind of weapon is even capable of doing something like that?
That's a very good
I
question.
find myself doubtful that any human could create something so powerful.
We just don't know.
All we do know is that it's impossible to make a weapon that powerful even with today's most advanced orbital technology.
Well, does that mean it has to be from the
Yet
Dark
here
Ages?
we are, with just such a weapon in the hands of what's always been seen as a mere vassal state. The Imperial Army has their work cut out for them, I'll say that much.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
I'm worried about what's going on in the capital, too. It sounds like there have been even more demonstrations going on there these past few days.
Down with Crossbell, they say. Point our guns towards the east.
Is there even any truth to those rumors that Calvard's planning an invasion?
I'm pretty sure it's all nonsense. But considering how there have been tensions between us and them for years, people are just more inclined to believe it.
Yep. Crossbell Arc is connected to the CS and CS2. Gotcha.
Rumors are just that. We need to be careful not to be misled by half-truths and speculation. If possible, we should find out exactly what's happening for ourselves.
Yeah, and how do you plan on making that happen?
Yeah. Over the year, we've seen how things are across the Empire with our own eyes. Now's as good a time as any to put that knowledge to use.
Well said. We've had quite the education in getting to the truth behind all the headlines.
That seems to have been a running theme of most of our field studies.
Still, we seem to be missing two of our illustrious members.
True.
Well, there's nothing strange about Crow's habitual truancy. Or did he already transfer back to his original class?
Millium, no.
He said he was going to be with us through the end of the month. As for Millium, though, I'm not sure.
You don't think it's something to do with the intelligence division, do you?
Well, that makes sense.
She is an agent of theirs.
It's kind of easy to forget that, given how she usually is.
It does concern me that none of us have seen her.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Things have been crazy.
Oh,
we get it.
Are we starting homeroom?
Not today, I'm afraid. All classes have been canceled.
Wow, all classes.
You can either stay here in the building and study until school's out, or go back to the dorm.
So wait.
Has something happened?
Not yet, but it will. Chancellor Osborne is going to be addressing the nation from Dreikel's Plaza at noon.
Wow, y'all want
to
to
be
keep up
broadcast
security.
across the entire empire.
A national address?
Sounds pretty serious. And given the timing.
Indeed. It's not hard to imagine what's on his agenda.
True.
Come on, guys. Straighten up. You're students of Thor's Military Academy, and that makes you all cadets. Whatever careers you choose, military or civilian, you need to know how to act decisively in an emergency. So right now, I
Agreed.
don't want you to look away from what's happening in the world. I want you to face it straight.
Will do.
You're right. Now's not the time to lose heart.
As for Osborne's speech, apparently we'll be setting up radios in each classroom so the students can listen to the national address. So if you want to follow along, be sure to be back here by noon.
I suppose I might as well listen to it here then.
Same here. I don't even have a radio.
I do, but for something like this, I'd rather not listen to it alone.
Well then, we can all share in the joy of hearing the melodious voice of our esteemed Chancellor. Maybe I should haul in some beer and snacks. It's the only way I'll stay sane through the entire broadcast.
I know you have
What
Myers
should we do
present.
about Crow and Millium, though? None of us have seen either of them all day.
Do you know where they are?
Can't say I do. Crow's practically made a career out of playing hooky, but I
Yeah.
did see Millium earlier this morning.
Oh, so she's still on campus?
At least that means she wasn't called away by the intelligence division.
I'd been thinking along those lines, but when I asked her, she just shrugged and said, "No news from the top." I doubt she's wandered off too far.
Yes, but lest you forget, she excels at giving us the runaround.
That is
At
true.
least it doesn't sound like she's in trouble. We're probably worried over nothing.
We'll just have to tell them we're meeting here at noon if we run into them before then.
Yeah, will do.
I guess everyone's going to check in with their clubs. Looks like I have some free time. Might as well see if I can track down Crow and Millium. At least it sounds like Millium is probably somewhere on campus. Crow, though, he could be anywhere. Probably best to check with Toa and George first. Maybe...
Okay. Yep. Even the music's got that tense sound to it. That's a good use of music right there. So it seems I'm in the main building. Yep. And Toa's office is Student Union. Here we go. Second floor at the end of the hall. There she is.
Oh, Rean.
I figured I could find you here.
Yep. The student council will be passing out radios for every classroom, so I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Are you guys planning on listening to the Chancellor's statement too?
How could we not? He's supposed to be addressing the entire country after all.
Yeah. Whatever it's about, it's going to be something big.
I think that's pretty obvious.
Anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossbow and Arabonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay. What with all of this political turmoil right now.
Toa.
Sorry about that. I'm the student council president. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now.
Listen, no one's gonna fault you for caring about your people,
Angie
okay?
would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway.
That's right. You've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not the only one ready to give you a hand if you need it.
Will do. Thanks. Oh yeah, why were you looking for me in the first place?
Right. I almost forgot. Do you have any idea where Crow might have gone?
Crow? Nope, I'm afraid not. He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday, at least.
Was yesterday the last time you saw him?
Yeah, he was giving me back some of the stuff he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so close. That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything he borrowed from Angie, too. It's only polite to give back the stuff you borrowed in person. Now it's more work for me.
Well, that's a very Crow thing to do. Well,
Right about
I'll keep
that.
asking around and find out if anyone knows where he's gone.
Sounds like a good idea. Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by noon, okay?
Of course.
Yep, you can. I'd say we were the calm before the storm, but I think the lack of Guerrilla Fortress has kind of blown that out of the water. Wait, that's not what I want. Yeah, this is what I want. Alright, George, give me something.
I still can't believe there's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Guerrilla Fortress like that. I didn't think you could get much more powerful than those railway guns.
Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it myself. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored divisions several times, too.
Still, I can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's gonna say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's gonna shake up some things around here. This is a military academy after all. Who knows?
No joke.
We might even see active duty. Even as an engineer, I doubt they'd make an exception for me.
Well, all military personnel go through
Believe
basics,
that my
so
lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered.
could be.
Don't say that, George.
Well, No point stressing out too much about the future till we're there. Didn't mean to be a downer about it. Go on and listen to the broadcast, but don't worry yourself too much. This country may go through a lot in the coming years, but ultimately, we have a say in our future.
That's a good way to look at it. I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future.
Agreed.
But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is, would you? He hasn't shown up to class today.
Crow? Can't say that I do. He came by yesterday with a box of things he borrowed from me, but he never mentioned having any plans today.
Dang. Anyway,
Sounds
I'll
like a
keep asking
farewell
around
of
to see
sorts.
if anyone else knows where he is.
Well, knowing Crow, he's probably just wandering around somewhere. Just keep looking around and I'm sure you'll run into him.
Will do.
Yep, sure is serious. I'll give him that. As for Millium, I wonder if she's on the roof. I don't know why I'm thinking roof. Old Schoolhouse? I guess I can see that making sense. Appreciate the tip. Yep, there it is.
Nothing out of the ordinary has happened here in the old schoolhouse ever since that night. We kind of ended up pushing it to the back of our minds, what with the way things have been going in Crossbell. Huh? It's unlocked. I wonder if someone's already inside. George is in the engineering building right now, so it can't be him. If any of the students just idly wandered in here, they'd be in real danger. I should probably take a look inside, just in case. I checked around inside of the old schoolhouse, but there didn't seem to be anyone around. But all the same, I didn't want a chance leaving anyone down there, so I decided to check the 7th floor.
I mean, I guess it's implied that there weren't any, like, monsters or anything like that. I'm gonna save again. And for this, since we're getting to the end of the game, we're getting kind of heavy in terms of cutscenes. Oh, there she is.
Millium?
Oh, Rean! Come to take a sneak peek too?
Is this where you've been the whole time? You do know we have class, right?
Well, almost had class.
Oh, dang, I knew I was forgetting something.
You are, for an intelligence agent, you are really, really laid back.
Honestly. So, what's piqued your interest? It doesn't look like this thing has anything in common with Regrettably.
I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it might, at least a little. Not the same, but like they share some kind of underlying principle.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I guess you wouldn't really understand without being connected. But now it makes sense why Gramps asked me to keep an eye on this place, though. I had no idea there'd be something this cool down here.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Chancellor Osborne? Did he know there was something like this here?
I wouldn't be
I'm really sure. He just asked me to keep an eye on the building itself, and said to let him know if anything unusual happened.
I'd say this qualifies as unusual.
Whoopsie! That was supposed to be confidential.
Of course it was.
So, the Chancellor has an interest in our quaint old schoolhouse, does he? We did just find out that Captain Claire is a Thor's graduate, but...
Not something that low.
Hey, what you thinking about?
Say, Millium, was investigating the old schoolhouse the reason you enrolled at the academy?
Could be.
Well, sorta, but it was more of a side thing.
There was a more important reason, but that kinda stopped being a concern. So I guess it's just this now.
Something more important than this? Not sure what she's getting at. Doesn't sound like she's trying to hide something important from me, though.
At least not intentionally.
Oh yeah! It's almost time for Graham's speech, isn't it? I guess I should head back and listen to him drone on.
Oh, so you already knew about that?
Of course
we were all planning to listen in the classroom.
Sweet! I'll just listen with you guys then. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Nothing keeps you down for long, does it?
Nope. It's the joy of being a 13-year-old.
Yeah. You haven't seen Crow around anywhere, have you?
Huh? Nope. Is he cutting class too?
Well, he's probably just hiding out somewhere on campus. None of the others have seen him, though. I wonder if he went into town.
Huh. Maybe. Wanna try looking around, Trista? I'll come with you.
Sounds like a good idea. If he's not on the school grounds, chances are he's somewhere in town.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if we can find him.
Is there anything up there? No. Doesn't look like it's just the ceiling. Alright. I saw a curve and it looked like it could have been a balcony of some sort. I wonder if can I go through here? It's dangerous. Okay, yeah, no, can't do that. Alright, so the portal through the whatever shadow dimension thing is still active, so I was curious of her to leave the door unlocked. You know, if someone could have wandered through when that dimension got tilt. Alright, anyway, on to the town proper. See if we can't find this freaking crow.
Okay, so are we gonna track down Crow?
Might as well. I guess we should start with the dorms first. Maybe Sharon knows where he's gone.
Okie dokie!
He does seem to have like Sharon around.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see either of you back so early. Welcome home.
Did we actually lay a surprise on Sharon? That might be a first.
Hello again, Sharon?
We're back!
Oh, it seems all of your classes have been cancelled today. I heard from Lady Sarah that you would be remaining on the campus, though.
Well, that was the plan. Say, Crow hasn't been back here, has he?
Master Crow? Well, actually, he just returned a short while ago.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he did?
Indeed. However, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he left again.
Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here and came back to pick it up?
I don't know. Should we check his room just in case?
Yeah, might as well while we're here.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
On to Crow's room, breaking and entering for the win! Damn, stuff's all cleared out.
Looks like he did go out then. Still, don't you think his room's awfully tidy? I mean, for Crow.
Well, he was supposed to be moving out of here fairly soon. He must have been doing some cleaning. Anyway, it's almost noon. Guess we just have to head back to the classroom empty-handed for now.
Yep, it's almost time for Gramps' speech. Still, I wonder where Crow went.
Yeah. There's nowhere else around here I haven't checked, is there?
Return to the academy, alright.
Oh, it's you.